We missed a few lives, so I'd much rather go live a couple minutes early than be late. So let's see who we got in here, because I know there's a few in here. I got Bill Saflarski, Brianna, a few other people are in here and liked. We just uploaded a short. Big Rich got a birthday present from another Firewood channel, so be sure to check that out as well. Got Neighborly Homestead and the gang. Good to see you all. Tell you, you didn't have to wonder where Tim and his gang were. They were all dressed alike. You just had to look for the Neighborly Homestead t-shirts, and there you go. All good. Got Mike, Lake Ontario Firewood. K-Train Kevin Violet is in the room. How you doing, buddy? Kevin, I meant to tell you, not starting Firewood until about 11:30 tomorrow. I've got to go to BNI with my wife and be a fill-in. Time in the Buckeye. Haven't seen you around for a while, Timon. Good to see you. BT Saws, how you doing? Dan's House of Smoke and Outdoors. Robert Cox, good evening. Good to see you. Tim and Sarah, you guys had an entourage. It was not hard to figure out where you were going, that's for sure. Uncle V getting some rain in Nova Scotia. You guys needed it just like we did, so there you go. John Solomon, Planks Enterprise. Got Josh and Janice Leach. So we changed some things up when we went to the Paul Bunyan show, and I'll tell you all about that stuff when we get there in just a little bit. But it was an adventure as always. Robert Daigle, BT Saws, we are under the weather, and we'll discuss that in a minute too. It was not... The weather was excellent. The trip down was long. The trip back was longer, and we've all come down with some sort of the crud. Some of us worse than others, and I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. The Cord King log splitter that was at the show, we sold to North Carolina. So if some of you guys follow along social media, you probably noticed that Down East Trees and Firewood, that's been after my all wood since I got it, they got themselves a new green and yellow splitter in the yard, and he said so far he loves it. So hopefully that serves them well for a long time. Yes, Kevin picked a 545 Husqvarna, but I think we're going to turn that into a 550 Husqvarna, and we are going to order that from our friends at Saw Supplier this week and get that on its way here for Kevin. Wise Choice Firewood, how you doing, gang? Good to see you. Scott McCoyne, see that? McCoyne. I figured it out finally. And we went to Rural King when we were out to the Paul Bunyan show, because we had to find a pintle receiver for hitch. Should be a fairly easy thing to find, right? No, negative. We had to go all over creation and still did not find one. And that'll be another story for just a little bit later too. But we're going to be changing how we pack to go to shows, because we never know what we're dragging home. So, oh, Daniel Atkins, off to home he goes. He's getting out of work. The SOL department is in the house. And Bill Saflarski, how you doing? Brandon says we're early. He's throwing 10 cords on the ground off the log truck and can't join in earnest. Well, it's all right. We'll see you when you're done. Ted Miller, how you doing? Saw Ted and Sherry at the Paul Bunyan show. Boots in the grass. Got Heather and the girls with me tonight. Oh, he's got everybody. So there you go. Got some ice cream. They're ready for the show. We got home at, let's see, would have been Tuesday morning at 12:30 in the morning. We left Monday at 5:30 a.m. So definitely a long ride. Logger Jason, saw Logger Jason at the Paul Bunyan show. He was one of the ones that tried to help me when we talk about the hitch fiasco in a little bit. And I'll tell you why the Woodhound community is so awesome. So it'll be a great thing. So Kevin picked out a 545, Ted. We have a 545 that we can try at Robert Daigle's to see if he likes that or not. If he likes it, I'm going to upgrade it right from the start to a 550. I looked at specs and weight and everything, and the 550 looks like a better saw. But that's what he's going to start with. And we're going to do 3/4 length chaps because those should be just the right length for Kevin. So it's going to work out pretty good. Yadkin Valley, how you doing? So that's what Kevin picked out, and we found it at Rural King. We did not find it at the show. So we went to the show, and they wanted us to bring home a tumbler for the Cord King 1820 to try. They have a new mini tumbler that's only 8 feet long, and Dave says you ought to take that home, make some videos with it, see if you like it. If you like it, we'll figure out a deal for you, and we'll make it work. So I said okay. So I got looking at it Saturday afternoon, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, that's Pintle. I said, huh. I said, I'm gonna have to go buy a receiver. So no problem. Sunday morning, the show started later, so we got up a little earlier. We ran to Tractor Supply, Rural King, Walmart, Advanced Auto, AutoZone. We went everywhere. Could not find one. And I said, well, we'll have to go to the show. We'll borrow one from somebody or something. So we got to the show, telling everybody that we couldn't find them, that we didn't know where they were. And here comes the sick patient bringing me some homemade baked apples. So
they're wicked hot.
So I told everybody that we weren't feeling well. I can feel the heat radiating off my wife behind me. She's quite warm right now. So she came home and tested positive for COVID. And has been
Lumberjacks and Jills.
Has been quite sick since she got home. So we're trying to keep her home and under quarantine, but she's a very bad patient.
I was feeling better today, and I snuck into my office and got an IV from one of my nurses. It's wicked hot, honey. It just came out.
I know, so. That's when it's the best.
Okay, well,
see the steam rolling right off it, guys. Oh,
don't burn your face.
Delicious.
But I, total brain fog. That's definitely happening.
There she goes.
But I started spiking a fever again tonight, and I'm like, so that's life.
So can we say that I was right?
About what?
Well, she thought that she was going to, her BNI meeting tomorrow, but she's not going if she's COVID positive and febrile.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's bad choices. But I got it all.
See, that's peer pressure now. So if you go, I'm gonna let everybody.
No, I already. You interrupted me.
Okay.
I was gonna tell you I've already made arrangements. Zach's gonna step up. Ashley's gonna sub for me, and you're subbing for Lindsay.
Perfect.
I have to give you a check to give to Adam Barker Hoyt, though.
All right. So. Sounds good.
All right. Well, I am going to go rest, and I hope y'all enjoy your live.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
So, yeah, those baked apples are good, guys. I was not paying attention to comments because I was talking with her. So I saw Nick Mancini popped in. Good to see you, Nick. So Richard and my wife are both quite sick. Kevin and I, we have cold-like symptoms. We both tested negative, so we're good there. Iffy Kid. Jim, how you doing, buddy? Clarence Dobson's in here. Nick Mancini says, wicked hot. You know when you're from New England when. That's right. Absolutely. And she made those in the Dutch oven too, Dan. So she put those in the oven, and they've been in there for a while. I've been smelling them. Yadkin said he started about 3 a.m. Monday morning, and he said he's feeling a little better as of a day or so ago. May I say, I hate new water heaters. Uh-oh, Brandon Hode had to put a new water heater in. Goldenrod tea helps with allergies, if that is all. No, this is COVID. It's not allergies. I wish it was allergies, but Uncle V, baked apples are kind of like an apple pie with a little thicker sauce and no crust. So, very, very good stuff. And still hot. Yep, Josh and Janice, I have stickers for you from Yadkin Valley Outdoors. Yeah, Tim, there was definitely something going around at the show, and as many hands as I shook, I can't think that that didn't help a whole lot either. Yep, so that was our illness story. Everybody started getting ill on the ride home, and we pulled the Cord King tumbler home. Pulled really good, but no suspension whatsoever in it. You felt every single bump in the road on the way home. By the time we got home, we were all ready to be home, long before we got here. Nick Mancini, we have not picked a date yet. I had some health issues, was in the hospital. We had bunion. I've got a couple other things. I got to take another road trip. So once I get back from that, we'll be settled. But it's been a whirlwind. Gramp has already started cutting on some of the wood for the woodshed. He ran out of wood in the regular part of the yard, so he's already been working on some of that. We'll probably have a splitting and a stacking day, but I'm just not sure when it's going to be yet. One of those shock absorbing hitches would have been really, really, really nice, Brandon. Really nice. So Logger Jason was at the Timberwolf Brute Force booth. And when they heard that I was looking for a pintle hitch, Matt Timmons popped right up. And so did Logger Jason. They started ripping hitches out of trucks, handing stuff to me and going, well, I have a Tundra, so I have a 2-inch receiver. They all have 1 ton, so they got 3-inch receivers. 3-inch peg don't fit in a 2-inch hole. So the owner just got a mechanic from Cord King, sent him out, said don't come back without it. So he went and got pieces. We got it all put together, and we were good to go. We towed it home, so it's in the yard. Hopefully next week somewhere we'll be trying it out in the yard and seeing how that works. So I can't wait for that, because we'll have some really nice clean firewood. So Miller Stumps and Firewood says, what's Tennessee looking like, Russ, for a show? Tennessee is looking awesome. So Decatur County Fairgrounds in Parson, Tennessee. It's looking like mid-March. We're going to have a firewood-only show with all the firewood guys. None of the big logging companies or anything like that. Might be Tiger Cat and John Deere, because the person putting on the show is good friends with people at both of those places. But we're going to try to keep this firewood related. Kind of like an International Firewood Expo that was in Ohio. And I saw a leaked date, June 5th and 6th. For the International Firewood Expo for next year. So if you guys watch Ohio Joe's videos at Ohio Woodburner, you probably saw that too. The response for the Ohio show is, not the Ohio, the Tennessee show has been fantastic so far. Bucking around from Massachusetts. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yadkin just got a message for Wood for Warriors to split wood in Bat Cave, North Carolina. So if you're near North Carolina and the 17th and 18th are free for you, Wood for Warriors is doing an event in Bat Cave, North Carolina. Head on down, give those guys a hand. Brandon says the trailer's off and he's headed for another load. We got to keep him company in his shirt pocket. So he drives truck like I do. There you go. I appreciate that. Yadkin Valley said his new truck has a bigger receiver. Do they know that you got a new truck yet, Yadkin? Because Yadkin sent me some pictures. You got something shiny. Scott Hunter, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So we're going to see some new people in these chats, because I've started sharing my YouTube stuff on Facebook in hopes to get some of those folks over here, see if we can build this a little bit, and really, really looking forward to seeing what we can do. So hopefully our numbers grow and we get some more participation, and I'll try to keep up with the chat. So bucking around, if we have it our way, we will have Echo in Tennessee. We'll have all 3 brands. We'll have Echo, Steel, and Husky. And we're looking to do something special with that. Kenny, Firewood Adventure. Thank you very much for Big Rich's present. He was tickled with that, Kenny. Appreciate that. International Firewood Expo Lager Jason, June 5th and 6th is what was on the date in the teaser that Joe had in his video. So June 5th and 6th. Apple cider vinegar and raw honey would definitely work. I got to meet Denny Hart at the show. It was good to meet you too, buddy. Appreciate you. If my hub explodes again while driving to Tennessee, I quit. Ohio has enough mechanical issues. So I got to meet the boys from Massachusetts from Bucking Around, and Jesse and his dad and his buddy. And Jesse is a young man who is doing a really, really excellent job at getting himself a firewood business started up. He's out there working in the woodpile all the time and does a really, really good job. So if you want to follow along with their process, I'll kind of keep you updated. We may be working at a New England firewood show in Massachusetts, as they have a 75-acre farm, and he thought a show in New England sounded like a really good idea. So maybe we'll get some of these firewood related shows all over so that you can have just the firewood equipment that we're looking for in one spot, a little friendlier show, a little more time to get on and demo and do everything that we need to. So Aaron Burford, we've got new content coming, buddy. Don't worry. And Clarence Dobson says, don't forget to hit the like button. So if you close out the chat, you can click the like button and then open the chat right back up. Neighborly Homestead, unless you're looking at Kevin and he sees you, he's not going to hear you if you're to the side and behind him. That's why hearing protection for Kevin, it doesn't really matter. So he is hard of hearing for sure. And Josh and Janice just brought up a good point. Sawsuppliers.com. Echo, Husky, and Steel saws, excellent prices. And if you use Willey 10 in the coupon code, you'll get 10% off and free shipping. So that's a really good deal for sure. Yeah, it looks like Hoosier might be done, Scott. You're right. So from what we understand and what I understand so far, Hoosier is done unless somebody else steps up. We are in Parsons, Tennessee, and Decatur County. Decatur County Fairgrounds is where the show is going to be. We will have many more details coming up. I'm going to be part of heading some of this up, wrangling some of these vendors in there and seeing what's going on. Tucker, so I met Tucker from Tucker's Timbers. He was walking around with his dad. He came and saw me. I shook his hand. I introduced myself, got talking to him. Tucker is a really great kid. He's got his head on his shoulders. We're going to have Tucker right on here. Some Wednesday or Sunday night, we're going to split the screen with him, and we're going to bring him on, and we'll pick his brain and see just what's going on and what he's got going on. He's got some big things coming, so it's going to be pretty cool. Logger Jason says, do you remember the firewood shootout that used to happen at Bunyan? I sure do. I love that firewood shootout, but that went away a few years ago. Bucking Around, you should be very proud of Jesse. He's doing a good job, brother, and you're raising him right, so you got every right to smile. I've not seen much out of Twin City Firewood, Iffy Kid. I think they've been pretty busy with what's been going on, so they they definitely have had their hands full for a while, but I've not seen much come out of there. Wise Choice says, thanks for giving Killian a chance to run the processor. Told his mother he had the best weekend of his life. So Killian's 9 years old. He is Scott and Ann's grandson from Wise Choice Firewood, and I brought him right up on the Typhoon RCA 500, and we had him running the firewood processor like a boss. He had it figured right out. Yep, Glenn, we're going to have can of soda.
Our kid is going to be that kid in college. Is going to drink beer in the shower.
So my wife just went to go get in the shower, and Richard left a can of soda in the shower somehow, and she said, our kid's going to be that kid that's drinking beer in the shower. I can't say that his dad wasn't that guy at some point in time in his life, but hopefully he doesn't follow too close. Yeah, so Glenn, the New England show, we're going to work on it. That's going to be something we're working on. The splitting challenge we put off because we don't know what's going on with my ticker yet. So Alan did some splitting at the booth and did his stuff, but but we still had a good time and had fun. So 5H Firewood, yeah, I met you at the show too. So I've got a picture of him, and I got to look him up. He's a young man and does firewood, so we got to look him up as well. I like looking for the young guys that are doing this because they're the guys that got to fill in when an old guy like us or guys older than me croak and aren't doing this anymore. So Miller's been to tractor pulls at the Decatur County Fairgrounds, so we're gonna make some sawdust at the Decatur County Fairgrounds. $902, how you doing, buddy? What did I miss? Had to step away for a few. So much. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but I'm way behind, Mike. James Lacey, how you doing? Well, we probably may end up down there before it's all done and said, Buckin, but we'll see what we can do for right now. Yeah, Kenny said he was chatting with Jacob and they're still healing. Been through a lot. Absolutely he has, so. Scott McCoy, Okie Woodsman, I heard his laugh. I heard Joe from Okie Woodsman behind me. I was at the Cord King booth, and he saw something and started cracking up, and I knew the laugh before I even saw him. It was really great to meet him and his family. Broken Old Swede, Kevin wants a 545 Husqvarna, but I think we're going to make it a 550. But it's going to be one of those two saws. He's going to try Robert Daigle's 545 out and see what's going on. Oh, we got Griff all the way up in North Alberta. How you doing, Griff? Good to see you, buddy. And we're finally caught up with the chat, so I'm not too far behind now. We're good. So we had Woodhounds helping to get a hitch on the truck. We got sick on the way home. Had a fantastic show. Sold some equipment. Moved some stuff around. Speedy just got in from shooting an 8-point buck. Congratulations to you, backstraps for breakfast. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, Okie Woodsman's a great guy. He really, really is. He's does an awesome job with his channel. I really look forward to meeting him when I found out he was coming to the show, and he came and found me. Hold on. Brandon, Jeopardy music. All right, we're back. I've got a whole envelope. And when I say envelope, I mean big envelope full of stuff for the blades. We've got stickers upon stickers upon stickers. Today's forecast, 100% chance of sawdust. Yeah, Joe from Okie Woodsman, he's great. I think he got a 440, didn't he? I think. Don't quote me on it. Logger Jason photobombed Chris. I saw Chris from in the Woodyard, so I met him down there. It's always good to stop and talk to him. I saw Joe from Ohio Woodburner. We got Luxury Logs. They gave us some stickers. It's another one of their stickers, different one. I'm looking to see what I got new. Mr. Ed, American Country 716. So I saw him, and his wife was really wanting to meet me, I guess, but we missed and didn't cross paths. So we've got to do something to fix that, because I like meeting new people. So this is Joe's old sticker, but he's upgraded and gone to new stickers. We'll get there in a minute eventually. We've given him a shout out before, but I came across a couple extra stickers of theirs. There's J&S Firewood. Yeah, there's some new people in the chat. There'll be new people. I let everybody from our Facebook group know that we're here every night, Wednesdays and Sundays. So There's the new Oaky Woodsman sticker. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Griff, I've been trying to play catch up too. I know all about it. Yeah, Boots in the Grass, new names is really good to see in the chat. We appreciate new folks stopping in. Right now we're just checking out some of the new stuff that we got. So Glowing Firewood, you've seen Glowing Firewood on here off and on from time to time. He's usually popping in. One of my favorite vendors, New England Pine, he makes some really, really nice ported work saws. If you're looking for some ported work saws or arborist gifts or anything like that, New England Pine's definitely your place to go for that stuff. I'm digging through, guys. We got all kinds of stuff. Oh, there's a bigger sticker right there. So there's New England Pine. Jan from New England Pine is a really cool guy. And Josh and Janice, you guys got some of these right here. Oh yeah, you don't have to wonder where Jason is, Logger Jason. Yadkin Valley, when he gets going, you know where he's at. You don't have to look too hard for him. Got Benny's Firewood. He sent us a bunch of stickers. So we got all kinds of stuff to go up on the board. And Benny sent me a pile of stickers. So thank you very much, Benny. I don't know what we're going to do with them all, but we'll do something. And the best dressed gang at the show, right there, Neighborly Homestead. Neighborly Homestead is, you couldn't miss them. Could not miss them. So that's all our new stickers and stuff. So we're going to be putting those on a new blade. I've got to make a new blade, but I've got a blade that somebody wants to send to us. I believe it's Dennis Rexford. So I got to look through my email and send him an email with an address. He's got a crosscut saw that we're going to turn into a blade of glory and hang up on the wall. Yep, no, some really good stickers, some even better folks, Griff. So the Woodhound community is really, really awesome. I always look forward to getting together with a big group. It's just a good time. The equipment stuff is fun to see what everybody's making new and all that stuff. It's really, really cool. Jan from New England Pine will do that 7310, no problem, Buckin. So I don't know if it's got his number on it. Hang on. Nope, but look up New England Pine and Timber Company. The 7310s wake up really, really good. Logger Jason's got extra saws. That's great. We'll need them. We're running out of saw blades to put them on. Super Dirt Week, dirt track racing. That's always fun. Oh yeah, I'm getting gray in the beard for sure, Griff. It turns a little more gray by the day, I think. It never used to be, but it sure is now. And that's okay. I've earned those gray hairs and I'll wear them proudly. I guess we'll be 41 shortly, so for being 41 years old and only having a few gray hairs, and I think we're okay. I'll survive. The baked apples are just the right temperature now. Yeah, I did not get much video either. I got a bunch of shorts, and that was about it. Tried to do some long form. Didn't work very good. If I remember, Buckin, if not, text me tomorrow. I'll get you the number for New England Pine, so. Well, Tim, your gray is sexy. You won the sexiest beard at Bunyan, so yours is better than mine. Mine's just getting gray. Griff, 20 on me, so you're in between Gramp and I. We're both young men still. Nah, 9.5's okay. It's a smaller target. So it's It's one of those things. Jack from Log Cabin Firewood came around. He was doing the beard's bunion again. I left mine long on purpose because I knew he was going to do it. So Griff's gray is going away and it's white. That's just chrome. Once you're over 50, that white's chrome. That's what my dad always told me. Got to break out the just for men's. No, I'll wear my grays with pride. We won't be dyeing anything over here. I don't know if I got a Bunyan's Best Beard sticker. Nobody gave me one, so I must not have been. Must not have been. Yeah, I agree, Yadkin. So at the shows, I don't care so much about getting video at the shows. I like talking to the people. That's my favorite part of the show. I met a bunch of people that were either starting firewood businesses or had firewood businesses or whatever it was that they were doing. And I enjoy talking to them. I really do. That's one of my favorite parts of the show. I enjoy showing people that don't necessarily know that some of this equipment is around, walking them around, showing them. The Typhoon forestry equipment is really, really well put together stuff. A lot of people look at it, they think it's too small, it won't do what they're going to do. That RCA 500 with a 16-way wedge makes absolutely perfect small split and bundled firewood, and it makes it fast. Brandon Fisher got some biblical quotes. It says, "The glory of young men is their strength, but the splendor of old men is their gray hair." Proverbs 20:29. So there you go. I got 4, Griff, so I know exactly how you feel. Griff says 5 kids will give you that gray hair, and I'm sure it will. American Country 716. Since you're here, hang on, let me dig back through. We were showing all the stickers that we got at Bunyan and talking about all the people we met. Boom, right there. We'll have that up on the Blade of Glory soon enough. I think you've already got one up there. You do. But we got to get new blades. We're out of room. So we got some people wanting to send us blades and do all that stuff. So Miss American Country 716, I am so sorry I did not get to meet you. Ed said you wanted to meet me, and I ran around like a chicken with my head cut off all weekend. I promise you the next event you're at, I'll have something special just for you, and I'll have it with me, so you got to make sure you come find me. David Parker, I'm 100% right. Rather have gray than have my hair fall out, that's for sure. I like my hair. Yep, you're already on the blade, but I had one of your stickers. I got it in my stuff at the show somehow, so I'm not sure. So my favorite booth there, let's see. I liked the Pezzolato booth. The Pezzolato booth had a really, really, really unique firewood processor that was really unique. And we're going to be doing a video on the Pezzolato stuff. And we'll get caught up with that eventually. But Pezzolato is a European company. They make really big firewood equipment. Very big firewood equipment. And I don't know. I say I never want to get that big, but I would love to have one of those big operations and just run it for a week, see what happens. So it's, I enjoy the Pezzolato stuff. And Casey, the salesman for Pezzolato, he is so positive, so upbeat, so fun. I really enjoy getting to chat with him when we go to the shows. Aaron Burford says, thanks for the positive shorts based off biblical principles. They make a difference. Absolutely they do. Mindset makes all the difference in the world. So mindset is very, very, very important. The price, I did not catch the price logger, Jason, but I know it's well in excess of $300,000-$400,000. Their machines are very expensive. American Country 716 booked their cabin for next year tonight. They're ready to go back. So there you go. Let's see. The positive shorts, I like doing them. I don't always remember to put them on YouTube, and I've got to do better about that. But my Facebook, I try to do at least one positive post a day, because we all need a little more positive in our life. It's a whole lot easier to catch a bad attitude than it is a good one. So we got to make sure that we keep a good attitude. That's for sure. $385,000. See, I wasn't far off when I said 300 to 400,000. I got a pretty good guesstimate. So Bunyan is in Cambridge, Ohio, and good time for sure. Looking forward to it for next year already. Next show that we have is going to be out in Oregon, the Loggers Council, February, Eugene, Oregon. I got something special going to Oregon. And I'll share it with all of you guys when we get there. And Griff just said it, a little bit every day, and make someone smile. So he said that, made me think of my grandmother. My grandmother said, you always smile at a little kid because they don't know that there's not kindness in the world yet. So even to this day, at my age, whenever I see a little kid, you'll see me playing peekaboo or waving or smiling or something. I love little kids. And she's right. They need to know that there's kindness out there. Did anybody here win the Rugged Made or the Easton Made Ultra Splitter? I know I did not. But that's okay. Logger Jason, did you see the new Woodland Mills chain grinder, the automatic one? $2,000, fully automatic grinder. Do 3/8, 325, and 404 chains. I thought that was a pretty good deal. Yeah, it can. These apples, they're not very good. You wouldn't like them. I'll finish them right now for you, okay? Yeah, they're all gone. Now we don't have to worry about it. Oh, yeah, I can donated some money to the raffle, but he didn't win. I won't do 3/4. Yeah, I thought about that because I thought about switching some of my stuff over to 3/4 with some stuff that we've got coming. But yeah, Symington Seasonal, 25 tomorrow night. Wood stoves will be in the air. We got a freeze warning tonight, and it's just, yeah, getting to be that time, that's for sure. Woodland Mills makes great little products. Their customer service is good. I don't have anything bad to say about it at all. They do a pretty good job. I got a buddy that can do 3/4 chains with an angle grinder pretty good, Jason. Always trust your gut, Tim. Always trust your gut. Carl Lewis, have a good night, brother. Appreciate you. Which one of the North Carolina hounds are planning to go to the Tennessee show? I think a bunch of people will be at the Tennessee show. Tennessee show is in a good area. It's an even longer ride for me than it is to go to Ohio. So, yay. Hopefully I can fly to that show. I'd like to have some shows that I can fly to and not have to drag anything home. Not that I don't mind the cross-country road trips, but I have put some serious mileage on the Tundra. So I'd like to be able to fly a little bit. Flying would be a good welcomed change. Fly, get a rental car, go to the show, fly home. So easy. So easy. Mark, you're absolutely right. Cooler temps, a guy can work more. The heat kicked my butt this weekend at Bunyan. When we got home at the end of the day, Tim Poor wanted to take us to dinner, and if you're watching, I apologize 100%. We were just beat. I mean beat. And it was not nice. I don't like it when it's in the 80s and full sun, no shade. And when you're at the show, out in the booth space talking to customers, you don't have a chance to get out of the shade. I got some good sun. I got a sunburn. And I went home crispy. Crispy. Stand there and sweat. So it's Not my favorite weather. Yeah, well, hopefully they send my stuff home LTL for Eugene, and we'll get it home that way. Ah, there you go. Josh and Janice just found a 3-bedroom cabin in Ohio for $279 for Friday through Sunday. There you go. That's cool. Bill says Tennessee's a 7.5-hour ride. I'm hoping it's about a 5-hour flight. 5-hour flight would be what we got. All right, Logger Jason, let me know. I'd like to fly out at least, if nothing else, and spend some time. You guys had way too much fun without me there last year, and hoping I can get out there and do something this year. That would be a good time for sure. I got to blow my nose because I'm under the weather. I apologize. I'm going to go off the screen so you don't have to watch. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, Brandon, if it takes 5, I won't quite make it there. Yeah, Josh and Janice playing the Jeopardy music. There you go, Logger Jason too. All right. But I suppose if it only takes 5 and I don't get there, I'm not going to know much different anyway, so it is what it is. And yeah, Adkins says he feels my pain. I have a feeling he's been blowing his nose too. I feel okay, guys. I really do. Other than being a little congested and stuffed up, I feel fine. This morning I went and beat the rainstorm out and got the wood for the restaurant all stacked, filled inside and outside, got it all taken care of, came home, brought my wife in so she could get an IV at her work, cleaned my desk off, did a bunch of clerical stuff. Today was a good, productive rain day. Mrs. American Country 716 wants to know, when is the Tennessee show? Right now, it's looking like mid-March is going to be the Tennessee show. So, as soon as I have dates confirmed, the person that is organizing the event as the head organizer, once they give me the green light that this is the date, this is what we're doing, I will let everybody know. And then I will need everybody's help. So, we're going to try to make this one of the best shows we can, because as a Woodhound community, I think we can do it. And I'm going to need all your help. So, stay tuned. Griff, have a good night. I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. All right, Jason, I got your text message. Robert said, I made it home from Tennessee in an hour and a half. Planes can do cool things when there are no rules. So when you're in the military, you can travel a little faster sometimes if you need to. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. That was a quick ride for sure. American Country 716. So we're planning on having everybody there. All the Firewood guys that we can get in there, all the log splitter guys we can get in there, all the chainsaw guys that we can get in there, and we're just going to go and have a good time. There's talk of maybe even a concert and some live music one night after the show, with proceeds for a donation to go towards a charity. We're in music country down there, so should be some good music. And the people that are putting this event on, that are looking to head it up, when they called me and I saw who it was that was doing it, I said, absolutely, I'm in. Count me in. Didn't even think twice. My wife's like, what are you doing now? I was like, don't worry about it. I said, it's okay. So, looking forward to it. Should be a good show. And I think I'm good with leaving the kids home. But I think it'll be kid-friendly either way, because the family that's putting us on, they've got children, and I'm sure the children will be there, so be pretty cool. Oh, Miss American Country 716, she's ready to go. She's Mr. America Country, take me away. There you go. How far from Nashville? I think it's about 2.5 hours from Nashville, somewhere in there. Good area. Lots of timber in that area, so should be common lodging place of some sort. I will sort all that out. So we're working on a couple of hotels local to see if we can get group rates and stuff like that. So maybe we can all gather in one place. Maybe instead of Dan's Back 40 live, we'll do a Willey's Firewood live from the hotel lobby, and we'll see if we can get rowdy too. Or if Dan shows up, we'll give him the golden mic and he can show us how it's done. So we'll have to stay tuned for that. William Klein, how you doing? All right, honey.
What?
We're having an adult-only firewood show trip to Tennessee. Live music, firewood equipment, good food. You in?
Yep.
Heck yeah, she's in.
I love Tennessee.
She loves Tennessee. We do love Tennessee.
Although I will say Richard's going to be mighty disappointed because, like we've said, the next time we go to Tennessee, we're going to bring Richard.
Well, maybe we'll have to bring Richard. I don't know. Tennessee is planned as a show, but we're going to let people have a chance to look over the machines. Hopefully, with it being just a firewood show, you can put your hands on machines a little bit more, run a little bit more. We're going to have plenty of wood to keep going. So it's going to be pretty cool. So we're gonna get everything organized and sorted out. As soon as I have for sure the dates, I have tentative dates right now, but I'm not telling anybody until I know for sure. But we'll get everything sorted and going. I know a couple of manufacturers have already said, yep, no problem, they can come down. So we've got to get in touch with the others and just get everything put together. Well, my wife says we need to plan one for Maine. We're actually planning one from Massachusetts for New England, which will be close.
No, Maine.
Yeah, Brandon, that's what he was hoping for at this show, but it was kind of hot. He did do some roaming and he did make some friends, but he didn't do a whole lot of recording. But we will. We got to get him a camera and a body mount and just let him go and see what happens. It's interesting to see what comes out of Richard sometimes. Kids are very truthful. Yep, Bill Saflarski. It's right between Memphis and Nashville, kind of right in the middle. So, Mrs. American Country, she's excited. They're going to be world travelers now. So there you go. I'm glad I started your world traveling expeditions through firewood shows, but it's it'll be great. Oh, Logger Jason said he's going to try to sneak away. So Logger Jason, give me a call or a text or something later this week. I'll give you details, see if you guys want to bring some equipment down. We're trying to get the final dates sorted out, but I can let you know what we're planning, what we're thinking, and we can go from there. If any of you have ties to any of the equipment companies, have them reach out to me. My email, Josh and Janice will put it up there, is woodguywilly@gmail.com. Send me an email with contact information for whoever you think I need to talk to, and we will work on getting your favorite firewood processing, firewood splitting, firewood sawing companies at that show. So that'll be fun. And there it is right there. Josh and Janice on the button. woodguywilly@gmail.com. So one of the other things I found out at the show, I'm too busy to try to sell stuff or give stuff away. So my wife didn't feel good. She stayed home the last day of the show. I wung it. We're going to do a whole lot different pretty soon. And we're going to do a bunch of different things. I didn't sell any of the Gramps Woodshed stickers. I gave them away. I didn't sell any of the channel stickers. I gave them away because I was too busy. And I think stickers should be given away. So we're going to have other stuff that we're going to sell instead. Stickers are going to be very, very cool. So Mark, if you want to find me on Facebook, just look up Russ Willey. RUSS Willey, WILLEY. You can find me on Facebook. I do a bunch more shorts and stuff on Facebook and all that stuff. So try to get them over to YouTube and TikTok, but it doesn't always happen. Facebook's where I keep most of my shorts and my reel content. I send some of it to YouTube, but not all of it. I've got to do better. But thank you so much to everybody that came out and wanted Gramps stickers and wanted the stickers and all the other stuff. It means a lot to me. You know, I'm just a little firewood business up here in Maine, and I know my business is bigger than most people's, but compared to the people around me, I'm a little firewood business here in Maine. To have this many people out across the country that care about what we do or that come and see me. I had people want pictures taken with me. I had people want me to sign shirts, chainsaw bars, all kinds of stuff. never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that we would ever be at that point where I'd be doing that. It's just, you know, it's really cool to see how it all goes together. Clarence, you're absolutely welcome, my friend. You have earned the right to that Gramp sticker just as much as anybody else, my friend. So it's really cool to see how this whole process has come together, and I appreciate you all so much, so much for all of this. The recording and the videos and everything, it takes a little longer. We're working on some different stuff to try and make it easier for me to do long form videos. And we're gonna do some more evergreen content. So instead of just daily work vlog where we bring you to work, I'm gonna do some stuff. We're gonna teach you about log splitters, about conveyors, about firewood. But remember, we're in different areas. So as we're in different areas, it's going to be different. So Glenn wants to know what the Gramp sticker looks like. So Jeopardy music, and let me jump up and grab one. All right, American Country 716 with a super sticker. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Look at that. Fantastic. Boom, right there. Gramps Woodshed. Pink stick and all, orange saw, the flannel. This is Gramps winter attire right here, and tell you, Josh and Janice did a fantastic job with it. And to top it off, I've got one that's this size on the back window of my truck. So really, really cool. Glowing Firewood 50, I showed everybody your sticker a while back, and yes, I saw how many subscribers Tucker has. He thanked me for giving him a shout out on my channel. We're going to have Tucker on here on a live one night. We'll talk to him and we'll pick his brain, and we'll see just what's going on and what needs to be done. It's going to be really, really awesome. And holy smokes, there's Robert Daigle with a $20 super chat. Yadkin Valley made 500 subs. That's right, brother. Go get him. I'll tell you right now, Yadkin Valley has one of the best lines on YouTube when he says, "Good morning, fellas and fellettes." I really, really, really like that line. So you can buy stickers anytime, Rockaholics. So if you email me at woodguywilly@gmail.com, we can get stickers out to anybody. $2 a piece for the small stickers. If for whatever reason you want a big sticker, these are 20 bucks. And whatever the stamp costs to get them to you. So when we do that, you know, if you need stickers, you want to buy stickers, we're gonna have hoodies and regular t-shirts available right off. Let me show you what I got here. Hang on, I'm gonna pop you off. So over there, that whole rack, I've got 150 t-shirts there, and I've got some more t-shirts there, and a bunch of other stuff. So hold on, we're back. So we're gonna have all kinds of shirts ready pretty quick. What was I eating? I was eating baked apples. My wife made baked apples even though she was sick, but they're all gone now. Hand splitting tournament, that would be interesting. 4 or 5 rounds apiece. First one to have them all split to hand size wins. I didn't split, but I think we need to. I think we need to for sure. I think I was feeling good enough that I could have split, but I wanted to take it easy, and we didn't want to have any issues all the way out in Ohio, so is what it is. Website, I have a consultation tomorrow with one of my wife's IT people to hopefully get all of that stuff going. Blood pressure's regulated. I'm feeling okay. We're doing all right. I don't know. I'm not sure what's wrong with me. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe it's just my body telling me it's time to take a little break. I've been burning the candle hard at both ends, really hard. So it's pretty interesting for sure. Yeah, TKP can swing an axe, that's for sure. I'll give him that. And speaking of axes, the axes that we had that we were going to bring to the Paul Bunyan show to raffle off, we're going to be raffling off on YouTube and Facebook. Haven't figured out how I'm going to do it just yet, but I've got a couple of axes and we want to raffle them off for Gramps Woodshed. I will ship them for free out of my pocket so that we don't dip into the proceeds, and we'll see what happens. But I'd like to see how much money we could raise for Gramps Woodshed raffling off those axes. I'm going to make 2 packages. So sweatshirts should be next week, Robert. They're going out tomorrow or Friday, and then they'll be back the following week. So Logger Jason just put links to Yadkin Valley Outdoors and Neighborly Homestead on there. So if you haven't liked either of their channels yet, go ahead and do that. Sweatshirts are, well, Uncle V, your postal service is down right now. So I don't send anything to Canada when the postal service is down. I had stuff get lost and never make it there. So, but we'll figure out something. But the shirts are like a medium weight hoodie. They're not real heavy. They're not like a Carhartt. They're a medium weight hoodie, and they're going to be $35 for anything up to extra large, 40 for 2X and up. So 2X and up be 40 plus your shipping. But they'll be the original OG Willey's Firewood for right now, and then we're going to do some cut like Gramps ones and things like that. But we're gonna plug away and see what we can do. I'm gonna do a embroidered Willey's Firewood line and things like that. Josh and Janice are working on some hats and stuff for us, and we're gonna see what happens. So it'll be really, really cool to see how all that stuff comes together. But we should have hats soon too, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I just, again, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support that you give to this little business and to a guy like me. I mean, I work. I enjoy people, I really do, and I like helping people. Helping people is one of my favorite things to do. It really is. And, talking to people at these shows, trying to figure out what they need for equipment, how they need stuff, that's one of my favorite things. Clearance, yes, we were going to be working on Willey's Firewood suspenders too, and I told somebody in the live on the way home the other night, Willey's Firewood suspenders are only Carhartt suspenders. They're only the snap type, not the button hook, and we're going to be doing all of that stuff. I've got some of the bags here. I have 500 bags that were supposed to go to Tim Poor, and I did not catch up with him before he left for Bunyan. We're gonna have a whole pallet of them coming pretty quick, and as soon as they get here, we'll start shipping those. I thought it was gonna be 45 cents a bag. It's looking like 50 cents a bag plus shipping. Is kind of gonna be where we're gonna settle in at. Pricing was a little bit more with freight than what they had quoted me, so there'll be a little bit more, but not bad. So those should be here soon. We're working on that, and like I said, hopefully when I meet with my wife's friend, we can get the they can get the website up and going and finished. The bags are for Firewood Glowing 50, so Northern Woodsman's bags are like right around 65 or 70 cents a piece plus shipping, and they don't hold up in the sun. These ones will hold up for a year in the sun. They're a little different sizing, so if you're using a Wolfridge bagger, they fit a little loose. So Kenny just got the same bags because he's in Canada, and they have a 1600 UV rating. So there you go. Brandon Fisher's got 10 cords unloaded. Look at you go, brother. We were with you in spirit in your pocket the whole time. So the bags should help. Yadkin got a couple hundred of them. I think Tim and Sarah got some too. They're a little bit bigger, but it's pretty good. Miller Stumps and Firewood grabbed 20 chains for $18. There you go. So the Northern Woodsman bags, they fall apart in the sun. These ones do not. These ones hold up really, really well. They only come in one color, blue. That's it. And we're gonna have a set of 3/4 cubic foot bags that are gonna be different colors. So if you're looking for different colors, then we can go there and do that. But we're gonna work on this slowly. We're gonna do the best that we can to provide you guys with something decent. At some point, I'm gonna have to have an assistant. I'm running out of time and I'm running out of steam with some of this stuff. But like I said, some of the stuff we've been working on is kind of slowing down a little bit. But I did get word today that we're gonna have some new stuff showing up in the wood yard. So I'm excited about new stuff in the wood yard, that's for sure. Have a good night, Symington. Appreciate you. We're gonna have some new stuff to try. We're gonna have some new stuff that you guys can buy, and we're gonna make firewood with all of it. Everything that comes into the yard is firewood related, so it's gonna be really, really cool. We have a showing tomorrow, and we have another interested party that their credit has improved. And hey, look at that, guys. Tucker's Timbers right there. His ears must have been burning. We were talking about you, young man. I told him you'll be on a live some night with me and we'll split the screen and we'll have at it. But it's good to see that subscriber count jumping up for you. It was good to see you at the show. So appreciate you stopping by to see us. Yeah, Adkin Valley says he can't buy anything else, that the truck was expensive. So Tucker reminds me a lot of myself in a way. The way that he thinks about things and the way that he's doing things, he's a worker. So I definitely like to promote people like that, especially young men like that, because we don't have a lot of young guys that are willing to put in the work. That's why Killian and Neighborly Homestead's kids and Ed's kids and all those, anybody that's interested, Oklahoma Woodsman Joe, his kid, put him right up on the processor, let him run it. It's absolutely important. So really, really, really cool to see how all that stuff goes. Just got done with a full cord delivery, so Tucker's on the move. And Glowing Firewood said that's what he thought for an instant after his live. I watched him for an hour. Yep, he's a worker, 100%. So I gotta still thank Logger Jason for the chains that he got me from my firewood processor. You guys are all talking about your deals. So these are processor chains, Forester processor chains. Much, much, much cheaper than Oregon, and they work very, very well. So thank you very much for that, Jason. You saved me a bunch of money. I appreciate that, especially with rental stuff. So yeah, it's one of those things. I appreciate all you guys very, very much. We couldn't do this stuff without you guys. I wouldn't do this stuff without you guys because I'm talking to myself. So it's pretty cool, though. I think at one point in time I saw 100 people in here tonight. Haven't seen that before. So it's pretty special. So I appreciate all of you guys for doing that. And we're going to try to keep continuing to be positive, keep plugging forward. I'll give you updates on the Tennessee show as they come. Hopefully we'll have something locked down solid for a date pretty quick, and everybody can start planning. But we're thinking mid-March. So mid-March we're looking for Tennessee. And Josh and Janice said, don't forget to smash that like button. There you go. Oh, there you go. Glowing Firewood had somebody contact him, and they're looking for 30 quart of firewood this year. That's awesome. Well, sometimes you talk to yourself just because. So I don't mind talking to myself. Sometimes I'm pretty good company, especially when I'm in the truck alone. But it's one of those things. If you talk to yourself too much, people start looking at you funny. So I understand, Tim. I get it. Or maybe it was Sarah. And I can understand why Sarah would talk to herself with all those kids running around. Holy smokes. I thought 4 was bad, but ours weren't that close together. So, whew. Stove's going here, going into the 30s. I'm getting ready to fire up mine right after we get off this live. So we'll put the stove on and let her rip. And then Kevin Harvey, good to see you, Kevin. Kevin comments on all my videos. I look forward to Kevin's comments. Kevin's been having some health issues, so if you all want to keep Kevin in your prayers, I'm sure he would greatly appreciate that. I look forward to seeing a lot of you guys comment on the videos and stuff, and it's you know, when I see you guys disappear, I think about you. Sometimes I don't have contact information for you and wonder what happened, but when I see you pop in, it always makes me smile. So we're thinking of you, Kevin. Hopefully your health gets some answers and you can get feeling better. And just know that we're all praying for you either way. So wish you the best of luck with that. On that note, we're going to call it. It's 5 minutes into overtime. We started a little early, and I appreciate all you guys stopping by. It's Wednesday, so Sunday we'll do this again. I've got some firewood to deliver out, and we'll do all of that stuff and get that taken care of. We'll get some videos for you in the meantime. The next video we have, and I don't know what happened with the AI overlay on my video, okay? I have no idea why I said the Chinese AI overlay voice or whatever it is, but it's one of those deals where it is what it is. But yeah, we'll take care of all of that. Hopefully the next one won't have it, but the next video you guys will see, we're going to talk log splitters, firewood conveyors, and firewood. What do you really need? What do you really have to make and start a business? And we'll go from there. Remember, a little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. And I'll see you guys all on Sunday. Good night. Thank you, guys.